Hey guys, be sure to like me on Facebook and follow me on Instagram for extra content you won't see here. Click the links in the description below.
Hey, what's up guys, Evo94 back again here with another action figure review. Today we're going to look at the Bandai Tamashii Nations SH Figuarts. This is the Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan Gotenks figure. We're all accustomed to this packaging style already, so it's nothing different here. We do get the seal of authenticity, the new sticker that they're putting on their products on the front there. We also get the new blue Bandai logo. Side of the box, nothing special. There's a picture of Gotenks, and then on the back we get some various poses, and there you have it. Let's get them open. And don't forget guys to check out agelessgeeks.com. Links down below in the description. Great place to pick up your SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z figures at. So the long-awaited Gotenks has finally arrived to the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z line, and he comes in as a regular release, which is great. It's not a web exclusive, so easier to get your hands on and potentially eligible for a reissue at any time. He also comes packed in with some pretty cool accessories and a stand, a base and a stand, which is always nice to get one of those. Figures don't always bring those, so it's always nice to get another flight stand when possible. So packed in the box, this is how Gotenks is displayed. This is Super Saiyan Gotenks, of course, if you see the hair. So he does not come with a regular form, and that's going to be probably the biggest gripe of mine for this figure. They went ahead and did that on us. They just made it Super Saiyan when they easily could have given us a non-Super Saiyan powered down head included with this pack. Now tons of people are going to want that. Tons of people are going to repaint this figure to make it the non-Super Saiyan, of course. I don't understand why they didn't include it. Are they going to release this figure normally without the Super Saiyan? I don't know. Maybe they could do that and include a Super Saiyan 3 head along with the non-Super Saiyan. That would be acceptable for me. Maybe a new effect. But if they did this on purpose just to release the same figure with just the black hair only, then I'd be a little bit disappointed. Anyways, it is what it is. At least we got a Gotenks figure finally, and it looks great. So in the box, this is the normal face that he comes with. Then he comes with a much more expressive face here with an open mouth, and the eyes are of course much wider. And then his third and final face is this frightening expression. Looks like he is afraid of Majin Buu right now. So the two fists are attached on the figure in the package. Then we get two peace sign hands, a right open hand, a left grabbing hand, a right pointing hand, and a right grabbing hand, more close than the other one you can see here. Now we get to the good stuff. He comes with a Galactic donut effect piece, which is nice because I actually wasn't expecting this. I don't know why. I did see promo pics of this figure, and I guess it just totally, or I totally overlooked it because I don't remember seeing this Galactic donut effect piece. But quite a nice surprise when I found it when I was unboxing this figure. It was actually behind the plastic clamshell, so I couldn't see it through the window. But very nice. He does come with a Galactic donut effect, and then lastly he comes with the Gotenks ghost effect, which I didn't know this was coming with it. Very nice. Definitely Gotenks needs to come with one of these, so I'm glad they included the Kamikaze ghost attack. Lastly, of course, he comes with a base, and the base comes with multiple stands. 3 to be exact. We get the base, of course. We get a 3-point stand, and then we do get the 4-point stand here, so this one articulates a little bit more. And then our standard claw to attach there to hold the figure up. And then we get this piece right here, and this is to display the Galactic donut attack. Getting back to Gotenks, here we get a brand new sculpt, of course, so this looks great. They did everything just fine. Everything looks good. I do notice there is a bit of a two-tone difference here with the torso piece. The chest piece is actually painted while the abdominal piece is just the plastic, so the skin tones don't match 100%. That's more noticeable in person. Other than that, I don't see any other flaws. So let's get to the articulation. The head's on a ball jointed hinge, or standard ball jointed hinge for Figuarts here. So it goes left and right. The collar piece kind of hinders a little bit, but it's not too bad. Collar piece actually pushed off the face since I I turned the head too much and it seems like it pulled it right off. So if you do it too far, you can see how it comes off. So that kind of sucks, but upon further inspection, at least on my particular figure, it's actually very loose. The face comes off very easy. It's just barely hanging in there. Well, not barely, but without much force, it comes on and off. So it's just a little too loose for my liking. I wish that was a little bit tighter. I mean, look at that. That's too easy. So yeah, it's very loose, at least on mine, so that sucks. So obviously when you turn the head, it will start popping off like that. So very odd for Bandai Tamashii to be doing that or letting that, you know, pass. Just very odd because they don't ever have that issue. So maybe it's just bad luck on my end. Anyways, the head will move down and up. I can already feel the face coming off. That's a little, I mean, alright. So the arms will move forward and back, in and out here. These shoulder pieces are on a little ball joint on the back of the arm. So they do remove, so they do move around too. The shoulders socket, as always, nothing new there. Bicep swivel, single jointed elbow. It's a double joint, but he's got chunky arms here, so you'll get a 90-degree bend. The wrist will swivel, and as a ball jointed hinge. There is a torso diaphragm joint that swivels and moves back and forward. Then we do get a waist swivel. The belt piece is a separate piece, so that does move around. And then the little tie knot swivels too. We get the new groin articulation, so the legs are going to move forward and back. In and out here. Good range. We do get a thigh swivel, double jointed knees. Then the ankles will hinge forward and back, pivot. We do get a swivel, and then the toe hinge. So there's this height next to the Goku figure that got released this year, the Sand Rays on Earth version. So he stands, if you're looking at his forehead, he'll stand about the abdominal area of Goku, the middle of his chest. But if you're looking at the hair's going to go all the way up to Goku's forehead. Next to Vegeta, Vegeta is a little bit shorter than Goku, so Gotenks stands a little taller. His forehead will reach the bottom of his chin, above his chest, and the top of the hair of Gotenks will reach a little over Vegeta's forehead. And then lastly, we'll get in Teen Gohan, since he's a little bit more of Gotenks' height, and he's bending his knee just slightly, so they're about the same height. I guess I'll say Gotenks is a slight bit taller, maybe. But you know, they're pretty much very similar. Obviously, Gotenks' head is a little bit bigger than Gohan. It's wider, that's for sure. But this Gohan was actually one of the earlier releases of this line, using a older mold. So it's very different. It doesn't have that groin articulation either. Alright, and that's gonna do it for my review of the Super Saiyan Gotenks SH Figuarts figure by Bandai Tamashii Nations for the Dragon Ball Z line. It does have its issues, at least my figure. Hopefully this is not a thing with all of them, because it's very, very odd to see this type of quality control issues with Figuarts, at least in 2018. But it is, as you saw, literally the biggest annoyance is the faceplate coming off on me. Any subtle movement, if I turn the head down, turn the head to the left or right, it's gonna pop off. It doesn't sit snug enough. So very annoying, very frustrating to deal with that. But if you can look past that, then it's a good figure. The skin tone does not match on the torso, which is another gripe. So I wish they would have kind of fixed that. But other than that, I love the accessories that he comes with. The face expressions are awesome. And overall, the figure looks great. That's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Leave a like if you did. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And as always, have a great day. Bye.